The month of August, eclipse season. 2 eclipses, a total solar eclipse in Leo, and a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. If you have planets, angles, or any part of your chart that is heavy in Leo or Pisces energies, you are the star. You are the stars of this month. The total solar eclipse in Leo is a south node eclipse. It's a releasing eclipse. Because it's a solar eclipse, the effects could be seen three-dimensionally, meaning because it's the sun, it's external, around us, three-dimension. But when it comes to lunar eclipse in Pisces, it's with the north node, so it's attracting more, but because it's lunar eclipse, it's attracting more from within. Other than the solar eclipse, in August, we're also going to have several planets changing signs. Venus will enter Libra, Mercury will enter Leo and then Virgo, Mars will enter Cancer. This is, we have to take a look at it because Mars is debilitated in its fall in Cancer. Not only that, we're going to see later in the month, Sun move into Virgo, meaning the start of Virgo season. We're also going to experience the Sun. We're also going to experience Mercury and Jupiter conjunction in Leo. So all of these astrological events are going to highlight the month of August. But we also have to remember the key of August are the 2 eclipses. Solar eclipse in Leo and lunar eclipse in Virgo. So these are my simple take on the effects of all the astrological events in the month of August for all 12 rising signs. For the first rising sign, we will go to Aries rising, the most accurate, followed by Aries sun and Aries moon. For my dear Aries rising friends, the month of August, just like any other rising sign, is going to be intense. Why? Because we have 2 eclipses, eclipse season, of course. There's going to be a total solar eclipse in Leo. This is a north node eclipse in the sign of Leo in your 5th house. And there's going to be a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is a north node eclipse in your 12th house. So there's going to be a lot of intense, maybe tumultuous, hopefully not, but this is eclipse. So expect the unexpected. Those kind of energies in the realm of children, creativity, hobbies, romance, things that make you happy, joyfulness, 5th house, as well as your mental health, spirituality, and alone time, and also dreams in your 12th house. So your 12th house and your 5th house are going to be activated. Other than these 2 eclipses, of course, Aries rising, you have to look at your chart ruler, which is Mars. Mars is going to move to Cancer. And then Venus will move to Libra. The Sun, later in the month, will change sign into Virgo, the beginning of Virgo season. And of course, Mercury, after finishing retrograde, is going to move to Leo and then to Virgo. So Mars, your chart ruler, will enter its fall sign of its debilitation, which is in Cancer. For Aries rising, this is the 4th house. Beware of conflicts with families, in your home, related to properties, anything related to your house, your home, your family, your mother, beware of that. Right? Because Mars is not comfortable in Cancer and it's in the bottom part of your chart, which is your foundation, your home. So be careful. Other than Mars moving to Cancer, we're also going to experience Mercury, right? Moving to Leo and then Virgo. So Mercury will focus your mind on the eclipse energy in Leo, and then of course later on it will move to Virgo, meaning that you're going to focus your energy on your health related matters, 6th house. Virgo is your 6th house, and then of course the details of your work, how you manage your everyday life, and then chores. And the Sun will also enters Virgo later in the month. So the Virgo season, focus on cleaning up your place, cleaning up your house, maybe cleaning up your life, maybe. The most important thing is that you manage your body and your immediate surroundings so you can live in a more serene, pristine location or place, right? So Mercury and the Sun will light up your sixth house. And then, of course, after Mars, the eclipses, Mercury and the Sun, Venus will also going to move to Libra. For Aries rising, Libra is your opposite sign, meaning that there's going to be a lot of positive energies in the realm of your relationship. Venus is very happy in Libra, right? Very powerful. So a very powerful, beneficial energy in your seventh house, marriage, relationship, partnership, business partnership, contracts. This will help you gather positive momentum for your relationship or your marriage if you are married. But if you're not married and you're single, maybe this is a good time for you to try to learn. Maybe this is a good time for you to try to maybe connect with someone. Maybe you will find a partner. So this is a very good time for your seventh house. So for Aries rising, your 12th house, your 4th house, your 5th house, your 6th house, and then your 7th house will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Taurus rising, the most accurate, followed by Taurus sun and Taurus moon. For my dear Taurus rising friends, for the month of August, it's going to be a very pivotal month for you. Why? Because one of the eclipses will happen in Leo, which is a fixed sign, and you're a fixed sign. So it will be directly impacting you. For Taurus rising, Leo is your 4th house. So the total solar eclipse, this is a south node eclipse, will happen in your Leo house, which is your 4th house, which is your family, home, property, your mother. The other eclipse, which is Pisces north node partial lunar eclipse, for Taurus rising, it will happen in your 11th house, which means that it will be an energy, an eclipse energy, but it's from within because it's a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is eclipse of the heart, right? Because this is a north node eclipse, it means that there's going to be something new or there's growth there. Pisces for Taurus rising is the 11th house, so friendship, networking, and social media, your community, your social circles, also your hopes and dreams. Other than these two eclipses, we're also going to see Venus move into Libra, Mars move into Cancer, Mercury move into Leo and then into Virgo, and later in the month, Sun will move into Virgo, the start of Virgo season. Venus moving into Libra is very crucial. Why? Because your chart ruler is Venus. And for Taurus rising, right, Libra is your 6th house. So your focus is going to be on your health. Yes, because your 7th house is Scorpio, Libra is your 6th house. So your focus is going to be on your health, right, your well-being, and also about your job, your work, your chores, the way you structure your daily life. Mars will move into Cancer for Taurus rising. Cancer is your 3rd house, so beware of combative communication, right? Because for Taurus rising, Gemini and then Cancer, the 3rd house. And then of course, because Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, right? Means that Mercury will make your mind focus on your home, 4th house, and then Virgo, which is your 5th house, your children, creativity, self-expression. And later in the month, the Sun will illuminate your 5th house, your creativity, self-expression. So it will be an enjoyable part later in the month when the Sun moves into your 5th house, into Virgo. So for my dear Taurus rising friends, houses of 11, houses of the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, as well as houses 6th house, all will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Gemini rising, the most accurate, followed by Gemini sun and Gemini moon. For my dear Gemini rising friends, the month of August will focus on 2 eclipses. One is a solar eclipse in Leo and the other one is a lunar, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. Pisces is a mutable sign. Gemini, you're a mutable sign, meaning that this eclipse will impact you directly. For Gemini rising, Leo is your 3rd house. So the eclipse is going to challenge you or give you something that you need to transform or something, a course correction in the realm of your 3rd house. Because for Gemini, Gemini is the 1st, Cancer is 2nd, Leo is the third. What is the third house? Communication and siblings. And then, of course, there's also going to be a lunar eclipse in Pisces. For Gemini rising, Pisces is your 10th house, meaning that there's going to be growth in the realm of your career, public image, status. Other than these two events, month of August, we're also going to see Venus move into Libra, Mercury, which is your chart ruler, this is important, move from Leo and then to Virgo, and then Mars move into Cancer, and then, of course, the Sun will eventually move also into Virgo. So for Mercury will, which is your chart ruler, Mercury will move from Leo and then to Virgo, meaning that it will make your mind, or it will literally make you think and take actions regarding your communication, third house, and then your family, properties, and homes, fourth house. Venus move into Libra for Gemini rising will add a beauty and a sense of ease, will add beauty, positive energy, and a sense of ease in the fifth house. Because for Gemini, Libra is the fifth house, meaning that more positive energies regarding your children, creativity, self-expression. Of course, Mars will enter Cancer. For Gemini rising, this is your second house, meaning that there's going to be an extra energy, extra ambitions in regards to your money, resources, value. But remember, Mars, one of the main purpose of Mars is to cut, meaning that watch out for your spending, right? And then, of course, later in the month, the Sun will move into Virgo, right? It means that your focus later in the month will also turn into your family, homes, and properties. So for Gemini rising, your Cancer house, second house, your Leo house, third house, Virgo house, fourth house, Libra house, fifth house, right? As well as your Pisces house, which is your 10th house, all will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Cancer rising, the most accurate, followed by Cancer sun and Cancer moon. For my dear Cancer rising friends, for the month of August, we're going to focus on two things, mainly, which is the total solar eclipse in Leo, and then the partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. For Cancer, this is very important for you. Why? Because you are directly participating in the eclipse. Why? Because solar eclipse is the sun being eclipsed by the moon. Your chart ruler is the moon. And then the lunar eclipse is the moon being partially blocked by the earth. So your chart ruler is involved because it's lunar eclipse. So for Cancer rising, Leo is your second house. Money. Be careful because this is eclipse energy and this is a south node eclipse. Be careful of your money. Resource. And then for your Pisces house, for Cancer rising, Pisces is your Pisces is your 9th house. So there's going to be growth in the realm of travel, foreign things, spirituality, religion, higher minds, higher learning, 9th house. Other than that, Mars, in the month of August, Mars will also, other than these two eclipses, in the month of August, Mars will move into Cancer, your first house. This is going to give extra energy, but be careful of combat. Be careful of conflicts. Be careful of inflammations. Take care of your health. Make sure you find a way so you can cool off. First house, your health, your appearance, your body, physical entity. And of course, Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, your second and third house, your money, and then your communication house, right? Venus will move into Libra. For Cancer rising, Libra is your fourth house. This is a very beautiful thing, beautiful energy. If you want to beautify your house, beautify your energy in the family, yes, this is also a good energy for you to reconnect or make your familial connection more positive. This is a good energy. This is basically a very positive energy at home. And then, of course, later in the month, the Sun will move into Virgo, which is your third house, meaning that focus will also increase in the realm of your communication, because Virgo for Cancer rising is your third house, meaning that extra impetus on communication, skills, knowledge, and also your siblings. For the next rising sign, we will go to Leo rising, the most accurate, followed by Leo sun and Leo moon. For my dear Leo rising friends, for the month of August is going to be very, very crucial for you. Why? Because you are one of the sign that is very, very deeply impacted by the eclipses in August. The total solar eclipse, South Node eclipse in Leo will happen in your first house, my Leo rising friends. Meaning that this is your body, your appearance, your energy, your physical entity is going to get a shake-up. Right? So watch out for your health. Because this is a South Node energy, it's releasing. Extra caution. Be very extra cautious in the realm of your health. Right? Not only that, the other eclipse is a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces for Leo rising. Right? Pisces is your 8th house, because your 7th house is Aquarius. Pisces is your 8th house, meaning that there's going to be growth in the realm of the 8th house. What is the 8th house? Because this is a North Node lunar eclipse, 8th house is investments, intimacy, shared resources, transformation, psychology, the occult, things that we don't normally think every day. Not only that, other than these two eclipses, Venus will move into Libra, Mars will move into Cancer, Mercury will move from Leo and then into Virgo, and later in the month, the Sun, which is your chart ruler, will move into Virgo. So when Venus moves into Libra for Leo rising, Libra is your third house, because Leo the first, Virgo the second, Libra is the third, meaning that there's going to be a beautifying energy of ease in the realm of communications, siblings. And then Mars move into Cancer. The Cancer for Leo rising is your 12th house, meaning that watch out for nightmares. This is a good time for you to basically cut the things in your mind that could impair your mental health. But because Mars is here, watch out for nightmares. Not only that, Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, into your first house and then into your second house, which is the house of money, right? So your focus will be on yourself and money. And then of course, later in the month, Sun will move into Virgo, which is your chart ruler. So later in the month, the start of Virgo season, your focus will be on money, second house. So house 12, first, second, third, as well as house 8 will be impacted deeply by the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Virgo rising, the most accurate, followed by Virgo sun and Virgo moon. For my dear Virgo rising friends, the month of August will going to be very crucial. Why? Because later in the month, the sun will illuminate your first house, move into Virgo, but there's also going to be two eclipses. And one of the eclipses will be impacting you very closely. Why? Because it's happening in Pisces, which is your opposite sign. So later in the month, we're going to experience partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is a North Node eclipse in your 7th house, meaning that there's going to be growth in the realm of your relationship, partnership, marriage, business partnership, contracts. 7th house for Virgo rising, Pisces. And then there's going to be a total solar eclipse. This is a South Node eclipse in Leo. For Virgo rising, this is your 12th house. So there's going to be a very intense and unexpected energy in the realm of your 12th house. What is the 12th house? Hidden things, mental health, guardian angels. Other than these two eclipses, we're going to experience Venus moving into Libra, Mercury moving into Leo and then into Virgo, and then Mars into Cancer, and then of course the Sun will move into Virgo later in the month into your first house. Meaning that for my dear Virgo rising friends, because Mercury is also part of the equation for August, Mercury is your chart ruler, and Mercury will move from Leo into your Virgo house. So your focus will be on your mental health and then on your physical health, and then your physical presence, your appearance. First house. Mars enters Cancer. For Virgo, this is your 11th house. Be careful of conflicts with friends. And then of course, Venus move into Libra. this is going to be a very good energy for making more money, because for Virgo, Libra is your second house. And then when the Sun moves into Virgo, extra energy for your appearance, energy for your aura, extra energy for your body. You'll be glowing. More exposure and also more confidence. So for my dear Virgo rising friends, your 11th, your 12th, your 1st, your 2nd, as well as your 7th house will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Libra rising, the most accurate, followed by Libra sun and Libra moon. For my dear Libra rising friends, for the month of August is going to be very important for you. Why? Because there's going to be eclipses happening in your Leo house and then in your Pisces house. There's going to be also movement of Venus, which is your chart ruler, entering your first house, Libra. This is very powerful. Of course, for the total solar eclipse, a south node solar eclipse in Leo will happen in your 11th house, releasing old dated friendship, network, and social circles. And then, of course, a north node partial lunar eclipse in Pisces will give you some growth in the realm of your 6th house, which is which is work, health, and then how you manage and structure your everyday life. Not only that, of course, for the month of August, your chart ruler, which is Venus, will move into your first house, Libra. This is a very good time for you to beautify yourself, glowing, ease of energy, positive energy embedded into your physique, your 3D avatar. And then Mars will enter Cancer, which is your 10th house. Be careful of conflicts or something that is being severed in your career. And then, of course, Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, meaning that your focus will be your mind. The focus will be on your friendship and then on isolation and also mental health and rest, the 12th house. And later in the month, the Sun will move into Virgo, which is your 12th house. So later in the month, it's a very good time for you to just be maybe alone, or this is your recuperation time. Being alone so you can rest, relax. And 12th house is also mental health. So later in the month, the start of Virgo season, this is the start for you to pay attention to your mental health. So for my dear Libra rising friends, for the month of August, your 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, 1st house, and then your 6th house. All of these houses will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Scorpio rising, the most accurate, followed by Scorpio sun and Scorpio moon. Well, my dear Scorpio rising friends, for the month of August, we're going to focus on two things, which is the eclipses in Leo and Pisces. But also we need to focus on Mars, which is your ancient ruler. Mars will move into Cancer, the sign of its debilitation. So the total solar eclipse, south node solar eclipse in Leo is happening in Leo, which is a fixed sign. You are a fixed sign, so you will be directly impacted by this. It will happen in your 10th house. So there's going to be a course correction in your career, public image, your status. And then of course, there's going to be a north node, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. For Scorpio rising, Pisces is your 5th house, meaning that there's going to be something growing from within first, in the realm of your children, creativity, self-expression, joy, romance. Other than that, Mars will move into Cancer, Venus will move into Libra, Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, and later in the month, the Sun will move into Virgo. So for my dear Scorpio rising friends, when Mars moves into Cancer, Cancer is your 9th house, meaning that there's going to be extra energy, extra ambition, and extra speed in the realm of travel. Because for Scorpio rising, Cancer is your 9th house. And then of course, the eclipses and then Mercury also will move into Virgo. So your focus on your mind will focus on your career and then your friendship. And then of course, right, Venus move into Libra. There's going to be a beautifying energy, positive energy in the realm of mental health, because Libra is your 12th house. And then later in the month, the sun will move into Virgo, meaning that the start of the season where you can focus on your friendship. So for the month of August, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and then the 12th, as well as the fifth house. These houses will be activated for the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Sagittarius rising, the most accurate, followed by Sagittarius sun and Sagittarius moon. For my dear Sagittarius rising friends, for the month of August, the focus will be on two eclipses, one in Leo, total solar eclipse, and the other one which will be in Pisces, partial lunar eclipse. The eclipse in Pisces, because Pisces is a mutable sign, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so you will be directly impacted by this. Right? So for Sagittarius rising, the Pisces eclipse will happen in your 10th house, meaning that there's going to be growth. For Sagittarius rising, your Pisces house will be your 4th house. Yes. So for Sagittarius rising, Pisces will be on your 4th house. So there's going to be growth in the realm of your family. Right? In the realm of your family, the realm of your homes and properties. Well, the Leo eclipse will happen in your 9th house, which is the house of travel, meaning that there's going to be course correction there. Travel, right? Foreign things, foreign lands, as well as religion, spirituality. Other than that, Mars will move into Cancer, Venus will move into Libra, the Sun will later move into Virgo, and then Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo. So for my dear Sagittarius friends, Mars moving into Cancer, meaning that there's going to be an extra impetus, extra energy in the realm of sex, intimacy, investments, transformation, the occult. This is the house of transformation, the house where you literally alchemize yourself, alchemize things in you into something better. Mars will help you to sever things that no longer needed in the realm of your 8th house. Of course, not just the eclipse for Sagittarius rising, Leo is your 9th house. Not just the eclipse, but also Mercury will move into Leo and then into Virgo, meaning that your focus, your mind will be on travel as well as your career. Later in the month, the Sun will also move into Virgo for Sagittarius rising. This is your 10th house, meaning that extra impetus, extra energy for you to focus on your career, 10th house. And of course, Venus will move into Libra for Sagittarius rising. Libra is your 11th house, meaning that friendship will get a boost. Friendship will get a positive boost in the month of August. So for my dear Sagittarius rising friends, your 4th house, your 10th house, your 11th house, your 9th house, and then your 8th house will be activated in the month of August. For the next rising sign, we will go to Capricorn rising, the most accurate, followed by Capricorn sun and Capricorn moon. For my dear Capricorn rising friends, the month of August is going to be intense, just like any other signs. We're going to have two eclipses. One is a South Node total lunar eclipse in Leo, and the other one would be a North Node the total solar eclipse will be in Leo, and then the partial lunar eclipse, which is a North Node eclipse, will be happening in Pisces. So South Node, solar eclipse Leo, and North Node, lunar eclipse Pisces. For Capricorn rising, Leo will be your 8th house. If I were you, I would be preparing myself. I would just release, and I don't want to hold on things too much. Why? Because 8th house is the house where you hold things. It's the original house of Scorpio. And Leo, just like Scorpio, is a fixed sign. So fixed signs, houses that are originally ruled by fixed signs, such as the 8th house, they have the tendency, the energies are stuck, the energies are fixed, meaning that it's hard to change. And this eclipse is not asking you, this eclipse is indeed a course correction. It's happening in the 8th house, house of investments, intimacy, house of transformation, house of psychology, the occult, shared resources. Basically, the house where you merge with the others and you alchemize part of yourself. But for the lunar eclipse, which going to happen in Pisces, will happen in your third house. It's a more flexible energy because Pisces is a mutable energy. So there's going to be, because lunar eclipse is technically a full moon on steroids. Full moon usually means ending, culminations, or results. But because this eclipse is part of the North Node eclipse, so there might be some endings, some culminations, some results that came from within because it's a full moon, because it's a lunar eclipse, emotion comes from within, that allows you to end something in order for you to start something, in order for something new to come in, for some growth to come in. But for the total solar eclipse in Leo, it's a South Node eclipse, meaning that you literally being asked by the universe to let go of something in order for something new, because lunar eclipse is a new moon. Because solar eclipse is a new moon. Other than these two energies, we're going to experience Venus entering Libra, Mercury enters Leo and then enters Virgo, the Sun later in the month enters Virgo, and then after that, Mars enters Cancer. For Capricorn rising, Mars entering your 7th house of Cancer. Be careful of conflicts with your partner, your business partners. Beware of conflicts with other people, basically. With your one-on-one relationship, with your marriage partner, with your business partner. And then Venus will enters Libra. For Capricorn rising, Libra is your 10th house, meaning that there's going to be some positive energy, some ease, some beautification, basically some very positive energies in your career sector, 10th house. This is also your status, how people see you. And then of course, Mercury enters Leo and then enters Virgo, so Mercury will be in your 8th and then in your 9th. So about transformation and also about travel. And Sun later in the month will enters Virgo, which is your 9th house, meaning that extra energy for you in the realm of traveling, in the realm of spirituality, religion, horizon opener, meaning that you expand the horizon of your mind. So for the month of August, your 7th, your 8th, your 9th, your 10th, as well as your 3rd house are all going to activate it in the month of August for Capricorn rising. For the next rising sign, we will go to Aquarius rising, the most accurate, followed by Aquarius sun and Aquarius moon. For my dear Aquarius rising friends, for the month of August, we're going to see 2 eclipses. One would be in Leo, and this would directly impact you because you are the opposite sign of Leo. So the South Node total solar eclipse in Leo will happen in your 7th house. This eclipse is a course correction in the realm of your relationship, one-on-one relationship, exclusive relationship, marriages, business partnership. It's a course correction. The other eclipse will happen in Pisces, which is a North Node partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. This will happen in your 2nd house because for Aquarius rising, Pisces is your 2nd house. So this is about money. Because lunar eclipse is a full moon, it's emotional from within. There's some culmination, endings, or results. But because this is paired with North Node, this is a gathering, or this is a growing, or this is something that you need to release in order for you to gather more money, grow more resources, because it's happening in your 2nd house. Aquarius rising, Pisces is your 2nd house, house of money. Other than these 2 eclipses, we're going to see Venus enters Libra, Mercury enters Leo and then enters Virgo. Later in the month, Sun will enters Virgo, and then of course Mars will enters Cancer. For Aquarius rising, Cancer is your 6th house, so Mars will enter your 6th house. Be careful of your health. Take care of your health. Take care of your body. Be careful of inflammation. Be careful also with conflicts with co-workers. Be careful. Take care of your pets. Try as much as possible to get your pets safe, or maybe avoid some inflammation or some sickness or even some accidents regarding your pets. And of course, Mercury will enters Leo and then Virgo, so 7th house and 8th house, house of transformation. And then later in the month, the Sun will also enter Virgo, meaning that your house of transformation, the 8th house, will be activated. Extra energy here. Investment, shared resources, death, right? Transformation, the occult, psychology, all of those things are in the realm of the 8th house. The Sun will highlight those things. And then, of course, as a Aquarius rising, Venus will enter Libra. Libra is your 9th house, meaning that travel could help some. You will get some boost in the realm of traveling, maybe visa application, religion, spirituality. The 9th house is the house where you open your mind, broaden your horizon. Venus will help you in those things. So for Aquarius rising, the 2nd house, the 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, and 9th house, these houses are going to be activated in the month of August. For the last rising sign, we will go to Pisces rising, the most accurate, followed by Pisces sun and Pisces moon. For my dear Pisces rising friends, the month of August is going to be very, very crucial for you. Why? Because you are one of the 2 signs that's going to be involved in the eclipse. The other one would be Leo. The North Node partial lunar eclipse in Pisces will happen in your 1st house, meaning that there's going to be an ending, culmination, results, or something, realization that comes from within first, because it's a lunar eclipse from within. And that realization will help you to gather more, because it's a North Node eclipse. Growth. In the realm of the 1st house. What's the 1st house? Your physical appearance, your literally physical body, your 3D character, your personality, your aura, your energy. The other eclipse will happen in Leo. For Pisces rising, Leo is your 6th house, meaning that there's going to be a course correction in the realm of your 6th house. Pay attention to your health. Take care of your body. Because the 1st house and the 6th house are deeply, deeply related to your body. The 1st house is your literal body, your 3D manifestation, Pisces. And because your 7th house is Virgo, Leo is your 6th house. 6th house is your physical health. So both of these houses, there's going to be eclipse there. Pay attention to your body. Take care of it. And then, of course, we're going to see Venus enters Libra, Mercury enters Leo, and then enters Virgo. Sun later in the month enters Virgo. And then after that, we're going also to see Mars enters Cancer. So for Mars enters Cancer, for Pisces rising, Cancer will be your Cancer will be your 5th house. So extra energy, extra ambition, action in the realm of creativity, self-expression, love, romance, children. But be careful, also conflicts with children or something that not to your liking could happen to your children. I'm not here to scare you, but sometimes Mars is a hot energy, it's a piercing energy, it's a severing energy. Just be mindful of that. It's in the 5th house, Cancer. And then after that, Mercury enters Leo and then enters Virgo. So Mercury will focus your mind on your 6th house, house of daily chore, health, work, and then of course, later when Mercury enters Virgo, it will focus your mind on your 7th house, relationship. The Sun will also enter your 7th house, Virgo, so extra focus, extra impetus, extra energy for your relationship house. And then after that, Venus will enter Libra. For Pisces rising, Libra is your 8th house, meaning that Venus will help you to at least help to lessen the burden from the 8th house, or help to ease things related to the 8th house, because for Pisces rising, Libra is your 8th house. Venus will enter the 8th house, meaning that it's going to transform something or help to ease transformation in regards to money, investments, intimacy, sex, shared resources. 8th house, psychology. So for Pisces risings, the houses that going to be activated will be the 1st house, right? The 5th house, the 6th house, the 7th house, and then the 8th house for the month of August.